Welcome on into the SBC PTI show. I am Felix Robinson, and today I'm joined by my co-hosts Michael Grownick and Jonah Castle. Today, we're talking about the NFL free agency offseason and the Phillies' hopes of making the playoffs. The NFL offseason is heating up, and one of the biggest targets that is needing to be signed to a new team after departing from the Cardinals is DeAndre Hopkins. Where's his best landing spot, guys?
I gotta say the Buffalo Bills. I mean, obviously they'd be a great D-Hop and Josh Allen would be a great fit together. Obviously, Stephon Diggs not happy with Josh Allen's performance, especially in the playoffs. I think D-Hop could maybe even replace Diggs if he doesn't come back.
D-Hop better than Diggs. How do you respond to that, Jonah?
I don't think that is a
That's crazy.
That is a very good fit for D-Hop in Buffalo because they have Diggs, they have Davis, and I don't think D-Hop is really needed there because they just drafted Dalton Kincaid in the first round. They already have Dawson Knox. That passing game is full. Well, a better fit for DeAndre Hopkins would be the Kansas City Chiefs, where their top option at wide receiver is Kadarius Toney. Kadarius Toney had an amazing play in the Super Bowl, but other than that, he's not shown what a number.
Sorry, Jonah. You know that to pay for him, they need to use cap space.
I understand.
Where's the Chiefs' cap space? How are they going to pay for him?
Also, Kadarius Toney's one good play in the Super Bowl was a punt return.
Yeah, he's a punt returner.
That was not a wide receiver moment. That's my punt returner moment.
He is not a number one wide receiver.
Well, what I'm going to say to you is that it's fair that they need a wide receiver, but he's too expensive. They don't have any cap space. And to you, they have Diggs and they have Knox. Why? Explain to me why they need DeAndre Hopkins.
I think they need DeAndre Hopkins if they're going to go anywhere, especially in the playoffs. Josh Allen, obviously the Madden cover athlete, whatever. That doesn't matter. It matters like getting to the Super Bowl. They need an experienced veteran in DeAndre Hopkins.
Well, I don't think the offense is the problem for the Bills. You saw that divisional round game 2 years ago against the Chiefs. The offense was certainly not the problem. They couldn't stop Patrick Mahomes. The offense for the Bills is not what needs to be fixed. The defense is good, but it cannot perform in key moments. The Bills need not DeAndre Hopkins, but defensive help.
Sorry, so you're saying he needs to go to a team that doesn't need offensive help and already has a good one wide receiver, and you're saying he needs to go to a team that already just won the Super Bowl and doesn't have the cap space to pay to them. Can I propose a team to you guys? What about Tennessee? Why not Tennessee?
Tennessee's rebuilding. I don't think they want an aging veteran like DeAndre Hopkins, who had the suspension trouble, and he's jumped around from team to team. I don't think that's what they want. And they're trying to develop Treylon Burks as their top wideout. I don't think DeAndre Hopkins would be a great fit there. The Chiefs, they would need to clear some cap room, but with Patrick Mahomes, DeAndre Hopkins would be a perfect fit. DeAndre Hopkins ranked Patrick Mahomes inside of his top 5 quarterbacks that he wants to play with. I think DeAndre Hopkins wants to go there. It's just a problem with the front office clearing cap.
Well, look, everyone wants to play with Mahomes.
That's what I was just about to say that. I mean, who doesn't want to play for Mahomes? Also, for the Titans, like you said, look what they did to Julio Jones. I mean, he's another aging wide receiver who's been in the league for quite some time, already past his prime, and they just threw him in the garbage. I mean, they didn't really do anything.
The Titans are where wide receivers go to die.
That's true.
All right, so we'll just have to wait and see on where Hopkins gets signed, but another thing we'll have to wait on and see is the Phillies. They have about 90 games left to go. Guys, can they make the playoffs?
I think they can make the playoffs. We saw last year they had an iffy start to the season, to say. And they still had an amazing World Series run. This year, they are better to this point than they were last year. They have more stars. Nick Castellanos is emerging into being actually good. They have Trey Turner, who could heat up. He's not doing great right now, but he could. We've seen what Trey Turner has done on other teams.
Do you see the injuries as an issue, Michael?
I do see the injuries as an issue, but let's just go back to the regular lineup. Trey Turner, ice cold. There's no way this team makes the playoffs unless the crime rate in Philly goes up, because that way Nick Castellanos will be amazing. He'll hit 50 home runs.
Castellanos already is amazing. That's not what needs to be fixed.
Sorry.
It's Turner who's the problem. If Turner heats up, then the Phillies are going to the World Series.
So you're saying that with what we did last year, we're better than last year and we can go to the World Series. You're saying that we need more tragedies in Philadelphia so Castellanos can play better?
Yes.
Is Castellanos the issue? I'm sorry. Did neither of you guys cite the pitching as an issue, that Nola has not been himself? Is our bullpen good enough?
The bullpen, Jose Alvarado is the bullpen. They need bullpen help. They need another starting pitcher, but what an MLB team does not need another starting pitcher. So I'm not as worried about that as I'm worried about the bullpen. The Phillies bullpen is always bad. I'm worried about Sir Anthony's injury and the fact that he has not been playing as well as he should. Kimbrel's been pretty good, but Alvarado is the one carrying the load.
So you're saying if we make the playoffs, can we get back to the World Series?
Yes,
We're at that level?
They have the experience. They have the clutch that we saw last year with Bryce Harper's. What is it?
The bullpen is always an issue. I feel like it doesn't matter. I mean, last year we made it to the World Series. Our bullpen was garbage. Our closer was a starting pitcher. It was Zach Eflin. There's no way. There's just no way.
Explain to me, because I feel like you're just saying stuff for saying stuff. What do you mean by
Brad Hand is garbage. We need to trade him.
He's gone. We haven't had Brad Hand. I think you don't know what you're talking about here. The Philadelphia Phillies have a better bullpen they've had before. I'm worried about starting pitching and worried about injuries, but I don't think it's fair for you to criticize our bullpen because right now they're playing out of their mind. So you're saying World Series aspirations.
World Series all the way.
You're saying we're lucky to even make it to the playoffs, and Castellanos still isn't playing well enough, even though he's hitting .315. I don't know about that, Michael, but that's about all the time we have for today. I'll wrap it up for SBC PTI. Thanks for watching.